Hello students, welcome to Notebook. Did you know the word media is the plural form of the word medium? Do you know what media refers to? The television, newspapers, internet, and several other forms that facilitate communication or express opinion are collectively known as media. Since media refers to a variety of forms of communication and reaches a vast number of people, it is often called mass media. Media is difficult to imagine without technology. The TV, radio, computer, phones, etc. are forms of electronic medias, whereas the magazines, newspapers, and periodicals are referred to as print media. Life is quite difficult to imagine without our phones, laptops, televisions, and radios. Have you ever gone a day without access to any of the forms of electronic media? How was that experience? The television broadcasts images, videos, and sounds by transmitting signals through the air. Satellites and cables enable this transmission. Most of our favorite programs and cartoons are shot in different locations of the world. The television brings the world closer to us and makes us feel a part of the global village. Technology is expensive. A news studio incurs a lot of expenses. Not only does it pay the newsreader, but also the crew which helps in setting up the required technology for the broadcast. A lot of money is often spent in procuring the latest technology too. Due to this, mass media advertises different products like clothes, chocolates, gadgets, skincare products, etc. to earn money. Sometimes television channels and newspapers are also owned by business enterprises. In a democratic country like India, media plays an important role. The media informs us of news and events taking place all over the world. World news is now at our fingertips thanks to the internet and mass media. This helps the people to be more aware of their own conditions and that of the world. Accordingly, the public may express their opinion. They may write letters to political representatives, issue signature campaigns, organize protests, and in general put pressure on the government to take action against injustice and corruption. The same news is often interpreted differently by different media houses. This is done for a number of reasons. A media house may have advertising clients who would react negatively to the publication of a piece of news. Now, look at the two different reports on the same issue. They are rather different, which tell us that there are different aspects of the issue that both newspapers did not reveal. This suggests that neither is a balanced report. A balanced report is one which informs the reader or audience of all the viewpoints of an incident. This will ensure that the readers get a balanced perception and are able to form their own opinions. However, this is only possible if a media house is independent. An independent media house will ensure that reliable and unbiased information is published for public consumption. However, it is important to note that media is rarely completely independent. Most media has to be subject to government censorship. Do you know what censorship is? Censorship is the suppression of speech, information, films, songs, and books on grounds of obscenity, political unacceptability, threat to security, etc. The emergency period between 1975 to 1977 in India subjected the media to heavy censorship. Though films undergo regular censorship, news media is not as strictly censored. However, the media may choose to focus on a particular element of the story to draw attention and increase readership. The media is selective in choosing stories, incidents, or events to report about. This is because the media has an agenda to increase circulation and readership. The media often focuses on public issues and helps us be aware of our environment. It often criticizes government policy, exposes industrial scandals, and reports against corruption and injustice. However, sometimes it fails to focus on significant issues, prioritizing superficial events like fashion shows over the grim reality of India. Sometimes, in the desire for increasing readership, news media fail to inform us of the difficult circumstances that a great part of the Indian population has to face. It is important for citizens of a democratic country to be aware of the public, social, economic, and political issues that affect them. You, students, must try to understand all aspects of an incident so that you don't form a biased or prejudiced information. Thus, you know that media not only provides us with information and entertainment, but also helps us understand the world around us. A balanced report is an ideal report which will enable us to interpret the news better. With that, we come to the end of this lesson. See you soon in other videos of Notebook.